That's a shock, me in January, isn't it? Eh?
We're obviously keen.
I suppose in this window you have more disappointments than successes, and so what the most important thing is to try and move on as quickly as you can and find somebody else that wants to come and you can get a deal done, because obviously time is short and there's not too many days left in the window. So we will try and move on and see if we can find the type of player that will make an impact. I'm interested in a lot of people, but whether I get them or not is another matter.
Would you, I know it has been reported, but would you be willing to use Fabio Borini as a make weight in the deal?
I can't speculate on that. Whether me saying I'm willing to use Fabio would upset Fabio. Me saying that Ayew is definitely somebody I want for this club means that Swansea could say I've made and upset this player by saying that I actually want him. So if you look at the past history, I think probably David O'Leary was probably the first to be punished for doing something like that. So I don't like anybody taking my money off me.
Last year was just to give him that game time.
On the basis of his game against Arsenal, I thought it would be good to put him in rather than wait too long. Put him in after a good game against Arsenal to see what he could do in the Premier League. But then assure Vito that for the time being he's number one and will continue to be number one until such time as his performances don't require that position, which is up to him now. He's waited long and patiently for the chance of re-establishing himself as number one. I believe before I came a couple of years ago he was Player of the Year, so he's shown those capabilities. So hopefully he can continue to show those capabilities and keep young Pick at bay. But we do know that Pick's eager to take his place and he knows that, so I think it's good competition. That's what people do in this country. You know, that bit of water sometimes makes them a bit strange in terms of acquiring knowledge and saying this is an hard league, you have to make your debut at some stage. And if you come from abroad, whether you're Jan, who didn't have such a good time, or whether you're Ivanovic or whoever's been and struggled in January, which was Vidic at Man United, and look how good he was in the end. So people have very, very short memories. In fact, hardly have a memory at all, but they have to keep themselves popular with the media to keep the jobs, I suppose. It's definitely got to be the same approach as we did against Aston Villa and Swansea, where we produced one of our better performances, or two of our very good performances this season. And of course, certainly on the last two games, Jermaine Defoe needs his shooting boots on again. And if he's got his shooting boots on, hopefully we'll be fine in trying to secure 3 very, very precious points. We can, at all costs, we cannot lose this game for me. We must try and win it if we can. But if we can't, make sure we don't lose. Because the distance then between Bournemouth and us would be, even though people say there's a lot of games to go, there isn't. To make up that difference, there isn't. When you're at the bottom of the club and you've only won 5 already, you're saying you're having to win 3 just to catch them up. So we cannot afford to lose this game. Hopefully we'll win it, but if we don't, make sure we don't lose. Favour as a manager, it doesn't look like he has. He's stuck to his beliefs and eventually the team has turned it around with a few results, and now they've been in the market and strengthened the side. Like any game at this level, it's very, very, very difficult. So it'd be one of those games where, you know, both teams and both sets of fans are looking at it to be one of the biggest games of the season.